Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, and welcome to the Global Community Connection. Oh, I am so glad to be here. I wanted to get here this week because I know next week is a holiday, and then we're start rites of passage, and people will be off doing whatever wonderfulness they're doing. So come on in to the Global Community Connection. It's been a while since we've been together, and I've got some good news for you. So, where are you tuning in from? Put it in the text. Let's put it in the in the chat, so we know where we are from around the globe. Where are you joining from? And we make sure you have a pencil and a paper. I've got some good information for you today, a good teaching for you today. So come on in, Chi-Town. Good to see you, Pikesville. Yes, Virginia Beach by way of, oh, wait a minute, Brooklyn's here early? Brooklyn, y'all are never early. Georgia, Tamarack, Florida, come on in. Call auntie, call grandma, call all your friends so we can all get this information good today. Good, Milwaukee, welcome. Arkansas, welcome. San Francisco, y'all are up? What time is it? Oh, yeah, okay, you up. Good. We outside. I don't know what that means. Grand Rising Brazil, Grand Rising Waldorf, Grand Rising LA, Grand Rising Jersey, Grand Rising to you. Let me come up so y'all can see me. Yeah, let me come on up here. Good morning and Grand Rising to you. So glad to be with you. Listen. There's so much going on. We're going to suit up this morning. I'm going to call this a such a much Saturday because there is such a much going on in the world. It is just such a much. Let me tell you my greatest, well, not my greatest, but one of my greatest disturbances with these, what do they call them? Taxes, tariffs, whatever the thing is that they got going on. Quilting fabric is going up in price. Things that I used to get these little things called charm packs, and they cost, $9. If I got them on sale, they were $7.99. They are now $11. It is such a much. The price increases. It is such a much. But come on in. We're going to talk about that, Louisiana, and so much more, Cleveland. Grand Rising from South Africa. Grand Rising. Shoshalosa to you this morning. Grand Rising, DC, Grand Rising, Seattle. Come on in. I got some news. I got some information. I got some insights. We got lots and lots of stuff going on. So come on in, get settled in, get your pencil and your paper. We're going to do a little breathing. We're going to do a little, all kind of good stuff. Okay. So come on in and get settled. Parsons, Kansas. Listen, I was in the dark yesterday. We had a horrible storm. I lost a tree and I was in the dark for hours. So I went to bed early, like 8:30, 9 o'clock, because there was nothing else to do, Cincinnati. I couldn't see West Palm Beach. So I went to bed. The lights came on at about 10:30. So what did I do? I got up and stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just such a much. Such a much going on. Grand Rising, North Carolina. Grand Rising, Cincinnati, Kansas City. Grand Rising to you. So that's how we're going to suit up this morning. I want you to tell me what is such a much in your life, in the world. It's just such a much, okay? This is a such a much Saturday. We haven't had a such a much Saturday in so long. What is such a much in your life, trying to get it together? Oh my God, listening to people, solving problems, trying to stretch the budget. It is just such a much. So what's such a much in your life? Put it in the thread, Folsom. Come on, Folsom. I used to go to the Folsom prison to work with the men out there. Yeah. Haven't been there in years. All the pessimism is such a much. I hear you. That is so true. Greetings, UK. Greetings to you. Yeah, caregiving is such a much. Come on. Hey, Montreal. My bank froze my account. Oh, Lord, that is such a much. Why would the bank? Well, maybe to stop the fraud. You know what is such a much? How these darn people get into your account and be using your account? And I have had to change my, what the thing is called, a debit card 3 times this year alone. I don't know how they do it. I'm gonna stop shopping online. Come on, such a much. All these distractions is such a much. Hey, Owings Mill, uh, Tangerine Tyrant. You gotta put such a much to it. The Tangerine Tyrant is such a much. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say a word. I know, years ago in New York, we used to have a a drink place called Orange Julius. And the logo was a little orange with his hair all over the place. I'm not going to hear it from me. Grand Rising Providence, what is such a much in your life? Come on, put it in the chat. Let's have some fun this morning. Let's have some fun. It is just such a much because we could just be doing this and being upset, but we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about such a much. Orange Julius was good, but remember the little orange with the hair all over the place? Listen, you know what is such a much? All of the stores that are closing. Somebody throw me on the ground and just gouge my eye out with a plastic spoon. I went last week to Joann's, and I knew Joann's was closing. I knew they were. But to see it, oh my God, I stood there like a homeless person, like a homeless child at the door. And they had a sign on the door that said, "Thank you for your patronage for 82 years. If you saw, where you going to get material? You can't buy material online. It's just you. It's such a much. Joann's, not Five Below. What's the kids stuff? First of all, we survived losing, what do you call the thing? Toys R Us. Such a much. Such a much. And now Joann's is gone. And who else? Somebody else is closing. Rite Aid drugstore. It's such a much. Come on. Such a much. Such chicken being the same price as a new pair of shoes. Chicken and shoes cost the same thing. The ugliest behavior being exposed by our leaders. That is such a much. The ugly behavior of our leaders, the fighting, is such a much. It's such a much. That thing with the airplane is such a much. Okay? So, but you know what is expanding? Dicks. Dicks bought Foot Locker. So there are going to be more dicks. Open it up. What a name. It is just such a much. They're opening dicks everywhere. So what used to be a Foot Locker is now going to be a Dick's. Oh, Lord. Now we know. We know it's a sporting goods store. But when you going through the mall and you look up and what you see is dicks, oh, come on, people. Who thought of that? Such a much. Too many dicks all over the place. Oh, God. Oh, they're going to put dicks in the mall. That's the way I thought I was going to be good today. It's such a much. Such a much. Dicks in the mall. It's such a much. All right, let me be nice. Paying $5,200 for a car repair, and then 2 days later the car stops dead. Oh, baby, that is such a much. But somebody has to answer for it. Okay. Such a much. Yeah, no Rite Aid. I don't know why CVS or Walgreens or one of them didn't buy it. but no Rite Aids. And in some communities, Rite Aid, that was the thing. That was the thing. And did you hear? Did you hear? Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree that was $1 that went to the $1.25 is getting ready to go to $1.49. It's too much. It's just such a much, people. Okay. Okay. What is such much in your life? What is such a much? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna do some breathing. I got a good lesson for you and some information to share with you this morning as they continue to put more dicks in the mall. Okay. All right. Your Dollar Tree is $3. No, that's Family Dollar. What Dollar Tree is $3? Where you live? I ain't coming there. Okay. Dollar Tree is $3. All right. Rent, food, utilities. It's such a much. It is such a much. But that's okay. We know who our sources, and we're going to talk about that today. Okay, come on in. Make sure you got a pencil and a piece of paper. What is such a much in your life? What is such a much? Put it in the chat, share it. Let's have a good laugh. Somebody paid $5,000 for a car repair. 2 days later, the car stopped. That is such a much. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. What about, do you have pets? Have you taken your pet to the vet lately? Your pet to the vet. All right, wait a minute. I would took the people then for peace, freedom, and joy to the vet. And there was a lady there who had a dog. And the dog, I don't know what the heck happened to the dog. Anyway, wait a minute. They told the lady that the dog, whatever the dog needed, was $5,000. She stood there crying. She was crying. And she was asking, well, what else can we do? I don't have $5,000. What else can we do? Right? I mean, these vet prices, and I have insurance, but you have to pay the thing before you get your money back. So I looked at Peace and Freedom and I said, let me tell you something. When you get something that costs $5,000, I'm just gonna dig the hole. You are a dog, okay? I'm not paying no $5,000 to fit you. Okay, yeah. Such a much. The closing and merging of corporate business. Yeah, it's because there are some businesses they only serve that community. And Rite Aid Drugs was one of those. You go up in the hills of West Virginia, there's a Rite Aid. They ain't got no CVS up there. You see a Rite Aid, and then people have their prescriptions in these places, so they do have a thing. They do have a thing where they're going to move prescriptions. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, let an infection go untreated for almost 3 months. Ooh, well, that's not a good thing, girl. I did right blood work. I know it's crazy, and you've got to take care of them. But I'm not doing $5,000. And you know what? I don't understand. Like, I got these 2 little prissy dogs and this crazy cat. What about the mutts? They survive in the street. They don't go to the vet. And they're out in the loose dogs and cats. I don't know. So anyway, it's all just such a much. What you think about farming, about homesteading? I think it's wonderful. I think it's a great thing to do. And I've got land. I don't have good farmland, but I think we need to do that. But you can't grow prescriptions for your dog. You can't grow that kind of stuff. Okay, buying organic food to stay. Yes, listen. When I go to Whole Foods, I drop and make the sign of the cross. So I'm hoping that I can. Yeah, loose dogs eat good garbage. That's true. They really do. They really do. Yes. Okay, good. So come on in. Let's get settled in. You can grow weed. Yeah, you can. You can grow weed. And in the states that it's legal, people need weed today. I don't call it weed. I call it happy flowers. Because you can treat glaucoma with it. You can treat some sleeping disorders with it. And you can grow it in a pot. You grow the pot in a pot, and you don't have to pay all that money. I'm just so grateful. I don't need medication because the cost of prescription drugs is such a much. Okay. Oh, don't live in fear, baby. Don't live in fear. We don't have anything to fear. Come on, let's breathe. Come on in. Come on in, let's breathe. For those of you who've been with me, you know how to open your energetic field, hands in prayer, posture at the heart. Settle in, settle down. On the inhale, we're going to raise our arms 6 to 12 inches above our head. Inhale. Turn the palms outward. Let me bring them here so you can see them. And exhale. And bring your energy field all around you, all the way down to the ground and back to your heart. And settle. Just settle. Inhale again. Now you're going to turn the palms back in front and exhale. Bring your energy down all around you. Now you're in an energetic field of your own energy. Breathing in, breathing out. Settle in, settle in. Focus in the center of your chest, right in your heart, right here. Not your physical heart, but your energetic heart. Focus all of your attention, all of your awareness right here. As you breathe in, make believe you're pulling the air into that part of your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax your shoulders, relax your belly. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your left hand and put it right there. And take your right hand and place it over your left hand. And again, focusing all of your energy right here in the center of your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your shoulders. And I want you to see, feel, imagine, intend it to be so. If you can't see it in your mind or feel it in your body, I'm going to speak it into you. That right in the center of your chest, there's a pearlescent white light. Pearlescent means that it glitters. It glows. Breathe in. Breathe out. And allow that pearlescent light to grow in the center of your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. And anything that you're ready to surrender, to release, to let go of, breathe it into that pearlescent light and let it out. So let's just say, for example, worry. Breathe it in to the light, into the pearlescent light, and let it out. That pearlescent light is the color and the presence of divine love, and love is the universal healer. Breathe in and breathe out. Someone mentioned fear. Now, we want to be careful with fear settling in our heart, but we can take it into love. We can take fear into love, fear into light. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Yeah. Someone mentioned earlier about pessimism. These things impact us. They affect us, whether we know about it or not. Breathe in and breathe out. And anything else that could be disturbing or disrupting your peace. Disturbing or disrupting your peace. Breathe it into the light and let it go. Back into the wholeness, the oneness. I want to encourage you just for a moment, if you will, if you can, if you choose to, if it is your choice, to focus on your belly button. where you think your belly button is. If you even want to touch it, you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I want you to go beneath the surface of the belly button, down beneath the surface, right into the core of your belly where there is the solar flame. Breathe in, breathe out. The solar flame, our connection to the highest point of light, the solar flame, that what they call the fire in your belly, but we've never been taught how to work with it until today. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now focusing right on your belly button, right in your navel, 2 to 3 inches within the core of your being. I want you to begin to feel the heat of your solar flame. Let that heat grow within you, just a little pinpoint of light and heat. And what I want you to put into that heat, into that flame, is something you desire. Something that you want to see, feel, experience in your life. Breathe in, put it in the solar flame, and breathe out. And let it sit and percolate. Let the solar flame begin to create the perfect experiences, opportunities, calling in the people, the circumstances, the situations that'll bring that desire into fruition. Breathe in, breathe out. Nothing to do. Take it out of your mind, put it in your belly, put it in the solar flame. Breathe in, breathe out. And just sit in that heat, knowing that desire is cooking. It's cooking. Yeah, it's cooking. Nothing for you to do. We get so busy doing. Breathe in, breathe out. Now bring your awareness back to your center of your chest, to your heart, to that pearlescent light. You've got the desire cooking in your belly, and you've got the light of love growing in your heart. Baby, you are good to go. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And just relax for a moment. Relax in the stillness of the moment. Nothing to do, nothing to do. Yeah. Good. Let's send each other some love. Rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Yeah, let them get warm. Let them get warm. Good. Now just send it out. I'm sending you love and light and goodness. I'm sending you clarity. I'm sending you discernment. Yeah. I'm sending us more compassion. Send it out. What are you sending out into the world? Come on, put it in the chat for me. No, PSD, it's not my PSD. It is the experience of PSD. Don't own that. Don't own that. Don't own that. Don't own that. And go to iyanla.com and get Create Your Day. And you work with that. Create your day. What are you sending out to the world? Come on, sending out to the world. Yeah. Sending out good, peace and safety, unity and love. Good, love. Yeah. And I'm sending that to you. I'm sending you clarity and discernment. I think it's so important right now because there's so much going on and we really think that we know what it is. But when I tell you we don't have a clue. We don't have a clue. I know I don't have a clue. My t-shirt says, I wish more people were fluent in silence. I wish more people were fluent in the language of silence. I really do. And stillness. That's good. Yeah. Okay, we send in laughter and balance. Yes. Healing, prosperity, peace. And it's good that you send it out because what you give, you receive. What you give, you receive. So if you send it out, then you're going to get it back. You will get it back. Somewhere, sometime, at some place, you'll get it back. I am so happy to be with you this morning. I'm telling you, it's just exciting. I know it sounds and it looks crazy, but there is an excitement, energy of excitement that's going on in the world if we know what to do with it. The one thing I hope that we're realizing right now is how controlled we are by the forces and the masses. Every day is some other little craziness that sends us off into some, upset. And recently, every year I pick a teacher. Every year I pick a teacher, and it's a teacher of spiritual truth, in addition to the work that I do in the Word and all of its forms. This year, my teacher has been Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard died in 1972 at 67 years old. So he was born in the early 1900s, and he was a Jamaican national. And he taught metaphysics and spiritual truth in a way that was just mind-boggling back then. And so many of us live today, we don't even know who Neville Goddard is or anything about him. But he's been my teacher this year, and it's just been so good to refresh and reflect fresh yourself. So Neville Goddard, I just thinking about this week alone. This week was such a much, okay, with the plane and the Muslims and the Iran and I look on Wednesdays. But this is what Neville Goddard says: the world is a mirror forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. Let me say that again. Hear me. The world out here, all that we see, beloveds, is a mirror forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. And change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Now, see, I've even seen it in this thread today. We want to project outward, and it's him, and it's them, and it's this, and it's that. But it's us. Do you understand that we have created this world that we are living in? Do you get that? Not blaming, not calling it bad, wicked, wrong, just to understand we have created it, and we are creating it. And the more such a much craziness that they are projecting in front of us, and we are talking about it and thinking about it, the more we're going to experience it. Write this down. Everything is changing. I think we know that. Everything is changing. And all change is preceded by chaos. Let us not get caught up in the chaos. We have to understand that we are being dragged, pulled, pushed into a new way of being. Okay, a new way of being. Neville Goddard says, do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and the change will be confirmed. Do you understand that the leaders of this country are a reflection of who we are? Whether you voted for them or didn't vote for them. We are moving from, physical world, touch, see reality into an understanding that everything is energy. And if we shift and change our energy individually and collectively, everything's going to change. Now we got to live through the change. So the question becomes, how are you going to get through the change? And for years, we've been doing this work together for years. A lot we didn't learn from the pandemic. We came back out and went right back into doing the same old craziness. And now we're looking at it. It's in our face. It's not them. It's us. There is no separation. We're looking at who we are. And everything that we see out there, I don't care what it is, my love, you've got to find it in here. And if it's not in here, here's the key. Here's the key, people. If it's not in here, what's going on out there will not bother you. Okay. You'll see it and it's just like, oh, well, there you go. But if it's in here and you see it out there and you get upset, it's like you're swatting mosquitoes all the time. So the question becomes, what are you ready and willing to do to really shift how you live, how you be, how you respond? And see, the world wants us to think that we're powerless over it, but we're not. The same way that we've created in our minds and lives what's going on out there, we can recreate it. And we can also recreate how we respond to it. I don't care what it is, the loss of a job, the loss of a loved one. We are so programmed that we have to have certain responses to everything. And we're also programmed to think everything has to be hard. Everything has to be, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be hard. Feel what you feel. Think what you think and then pivot. Yeah? How does it make you feel to know that we have created what we're seeing in the world? How does that make you feel? Look how powerful we are. That we've given all our power to one people or one group of people, and then we're sitting around looking to see what they're going to do with it. Yeah? How do we begin to change? It's got to be from the inside out. It has to be from the inside out. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world. Everything that we need, desire, it's already there. The question becomes, are you ready to be what you want? Are you ready to be what you want? Or are you waiting for it to come to you? Are you waiting for somebody to give it to you? So it's time to do some work, my beloveds. And I got some work for y'all to do. I want to talk to you about some of it. It's your choice to be, to see, to do, to have, whatever it is you desire. The first thing I want to talk about, because this is so critical right now in the world, is the rites of passage for women, which is starting June 3rd. It's a 9-week online program, and then we meet for 4 days. This is for the woman that really understands that she has outgrown her life. And she's outgrown the way she thinks about herself, the way she feels about herself. She's outgrown the roles and the titles and the imperfections. As women, we don't get the training of, we start June 7th. June 7th. So you still have time to register. As women, we don't get training about our power. We're taught how to step into the masculine domination of power. We don't know the difference between testicles and lady balls. You don't know, even women don't even know they got lady balls. So they walk around like they got testicles, aggressive and controlling. If you want to know about your lady balls, come to Rites of Passage. If you want to learn how to clear the mess of mothering and the movement of the marriage and, the being alone, not learning how to be a woman of a certain age in this society. They want to wash me up and throw me out at 72 degrees. No, I got my readers and I'm still kicking. Rites of Passage, 9 weeks online, 4 weeks to do our ceremony. Women need ceremony. Men need awards. Women need ceremony. 18 and up. I don't care if you're 84 years old. Okay? Because the world is shifting and energy is about the feminine. It's about the heart. And we have to learn how to get out of our minds into our hearts as women. Yeah? Because Rites of Passage is a soul journey. It's a recognition. It's a ritual. It's the reverence of the natural transitions. How many of us went from being teenagers to being young women with no recognition? How many of us went from being mothers to being childless with no recognition. What are the ceremonies? What are the rituals? What are the celebrations? How many of us went from being fertile women capable of giving birth into the whole process of changing in our bodies and our lives, have no clue what that means other than a hot flash and sleepless nights. Okay, what does that mean for your energy, women? What does that mean? So take a look at Rites of Passage. Hopefully you can join us. It's a way to do the work, to start moving out of the head into the heart, changing how we approach our lives as women and as men. The big thing for me is that Rites of Passage is a space and a circle. It's a space and a circle for women to gather. So many of us are out there with no one. We're by ourselves and we're struggling and we're doing the same thing over and over and over and freaked out because we could lose our job. And what does that mean? Okay. So you're going to work in your clan. You're going to understand where you are in your soul right now. We're going to reclaim lost parts of our identity. We're going to honor our transitions. I love the women that come in at a 9, like 29, 39, 49, 59, 69, and then we get to transition them into their next level. I love that. That's so beautiful. Yeah. And understanding what feminine power is and the divine feminine, shifting from testicles to lady balls. I'm going to do a whole class on it, but we're going to do some of it in Rites of Passage, okay? And then the sacred ceremonies that we do together. So if this is your time and if you're ready, come into Rites of Passage. Again, it'll be 9 weeks online and then 4 days in person. So that's one possibility. Take a look at that. Awakening 1 Million, which we started last month. This is not a campaign. This is not even a class. It is a call. It is a call to your soul. It is a transmission of energy. It's your birthright. We have to awaken to the truth of who we are. We have to go back. Well, we don't have to do anything. It's an opportunity to choose to go back into our birthright as divine beings. Awakening 1 Million. You can join at any level you're on. I know a lot of people want to do the inner work, the healing work, the growth work, and have no clue where to begin. They do a little class here and a little class there, or they breathe or they meditate. Some people don't only come here to breathe and meditate. Well, in Awakening 1 Million, it has no cost. You join for free. And we give you a lot of things to work with for free. Now, there are some things that you can purchase, but you don't have to. Because my goal is to just give people what they need. I remember when I was began my spiritual journey, I had no clue where to start, where to stop, what to do. And if you don't have a teacher in your presence, it's hard. So level 1, this is where you build your foundation of self-awareness, awakening, and alignment. The focus here is to detox from the world. And we give you the assignments, the work, and it's self-paced. It's self-paced. There are some things that you can look at, listen to, but you've got to do the work. What we do is provide you with the work at absolutely no cost. And then if there are things that you want to go deeper, those you can purchase. So level 1 is awake. That is the goal of level 1, just to get awake. Wake up, everybody. Then level 2. Level 2, these are for the people that have the information and the knowledge, but haven't been consistent, have not been consistent. You know who you are, raise your hand, and you need more consistency. The focus in level 2 is raising consciousness and increasing your radiance. Yeah. So you want to step into that more deeply. And again, we give you things to do. Here's the work. It's self-paced, but it's paced in such a way that you can do it with consistency. You can wake up. So level 2 is the awakened state and the energy of that, so that you can become consistent in your daily spiritual practice, in your weekly spiritual practice, consistent. And it's about how you see yourself. What Neville said, changing yourself from the inside out. So you can only join one level. Some people are signing up for all the levels. Pick the one you need to work on. And to move from one level to the next, you got to complete 85% of the work. And we can tell. We can see who's doing the work and who's not. Because the other thing is we have so much information that we don't do anything with. It's about consistency. Level 3 is the awakening from 3D to 5D, from three-dimensional physical hard fixed stuff into 5D energy, stepping in. And for particularly, level 3 is particularly for those people who either are working with or truly desire to work with other people. Because as your light comes on, you give other people permission to shine their light. So this is about stepping into your purpose with authenticity. It's about really enlightening and discovering the higher will within you. If you choose to serve in the world, social worker, psychiatrist, nurse, doc, Reiki master, massage therapist, this is about really anchoring the higher frequency and vibration in your body so that you can serve other people. You choose to be a light worker. And if you know you're a light worker, come to level 3. Level 4 is for those people who are really already serving in the world, ministers, teachers, coaches, nurses, so whatever. And what I'm going to do at level 4 is I'm going to share with you some secrets about how to serve in a higher way, how to attract your soul tribe. Forget the marketing, you got to do that. But how do you attract those who you are supposed to teach and serve at this time? And I'm going to share at level 4. Now, level 4, you can't join. There's an application process because level 4 is more like mentoring for me. And you're going to create things that will support you and serving in a better way. It's about mastery. And these are your awoke people. I don't care what they say about being woke. You are awoke and you're ready to move into a higher level of service. That's Awakening 1 Million at awakening1million.org, where we provide you the work that you have to use. The work is self-paced. If you can get through the first 30 days, you're doing good. Okay? So try that. That's work. So you got rites of passage, 9-week process. You got Awakening 1 Million, which is an ongoing self paced program. You know how it happens for me. If you've worked with me, I could be cooking or driving or whatever, and I get a download. That happened to me the other day. I got a download of a course, class, teaching, sharing. I don't even know what you call it. I'm calling it a 7-day masterclass. What if you could literally transform your life in 3 days? What if? The 72-hour possibility is a 7-day live masterclass with me. You're going to meet with me live twice a day for 7 consecutive days to do this work, to literally transform your life, beginning in your consciousness. It's going to start in June. I think it's June 23rd. You can sign up now. It's going to be live via Zoom. We'll meet twice a day, every day for 7 days, for an hour. Now, there's some boundaries for this because I don't do one-on-one work anymore. You must attend all sessions. If you cannot attend a 6 a.m. session wherever you are in the world, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and an 8 p.m. session, Eastern Standard Time. So wherever you are in the world, if you can't get up, stay up, be up at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, do not sign up for this class. I'm telling you, don't do it. If you have a tendency, a propensity, a history of being late, don't sign up for this class. Because if you're late to a class or if you miss a class, you will be locked out. Okay? This is serious business. And I cannot support the common excuses and behaviors that keep us stuck in dysfunction. There will be no replays of this class. So if first of all, if you miss a class, you're out. And there's no other way to get the material. So if you sign up and you miss a class and you're out, no refund. Because people govern everything by what refund. I may not like it. So what I want to say to you is pray about it and don't sign up until you know this is for you, that your soul is in alignment with what's coming. Okay. There'll be no refunds. There'll be no replays. To participate in this program, the 72-hour possibility, you must be an active member. That means you must be signed up for Awakening 1 Million at either level 3 or level 4. If you're at level 1 or 2 and you want to participate, you have to complete the 30-day prayer to uncover. And again, we can tell. We can see. Because if you're coming with your story about your mother and your this, that, if you're coming with a story, you won't be able to live in this process. So this is why we've created these boundaries, not rules, not regulations, boundaries. I don't want you to do this if you're not ready for it. And these are the requirements, the boundaries that the Spirit has given me. So you need to sign up or be a member of Awakening 1 Million at level 3 or level 4. Or if you're at level 1 and level 2 and you really want to do this, you must complete the 30-day process of the prayer to uncover. Otherwise, this is not going to work for you. You must also be a subscriber to IVTV. IVTV, you subscribe for $14.99 a month because our meetings are going to take place on IVTV. Our morning meeting will take place on IVTV. Okay? $14.99 a month. You can cancel if you want, or you can continue to come and get the offerings on IVTV. So let me say that again. The 72-hour possibility, a live 7-day masterclass with me. And you'll get a workbook. You'll get all of the things that you need. You must be an active member of Awakening 1 Million at level 1, 2, 3, or 4, really. But there are different requirements. You have to be a subscriber to IVTV because your morning meeting is going to take place there. You have to be available to meet 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day for 7 consecutive days. If you can't meet those boundaries, don't sign up. Do not sign up for the class. All right? You'll also need to complete a questionnaire to do the 72-hour possibility because it's self-directed work. I'm not teaching this. I'm transmitting the energy. You're going to have to be able to define your goals and objectives. You're going to have to be able to identify the top priorities. What are your priorities in your life? And you're going to have to be able to share a vision for that priority in 20 words or less. Not a long story. Not I'm hoping that, I really want to feel better. I'm hoping that I can do it. Because if you can't see it, the universe can't deliver it. And I'm saying this to you now so that you know what's going to be required when you sign up. And I want to say this. 7 days working in the frequency and the vibration of creating what you desire. $39. Okay? $39. Why? Because that's what the Spirit told me to charge. $39 for the early bird. After that, it's another cost. I want to say that again. 7 days working with yourself, Holy Spirit, and me as the facilitator. 2 hours a day. That's 14 hours of live transmission of energy and information for $39. but the requirements to get there are on you, not on me. Okay? My level 3 and level 4 people, level 3 and level 4, and also just kind of out in the world. If you know that there's a call on your life, if you want to be more, do more, have more, if you really want to serve God and want to grow in your relationship with God's source creator, perhaps there's a call on your life for ministry. Man, woman, doesn't matter what religion, faith walk you're in, minister of spiritual consciousness. It's a 3-year commitment, 3-year to do ministerial development and ordination of spiritual consciousness, not a religion. We do not do religion, but we do universal law and principle. Take a look at mdopivsanctuary.org, because people are going to need ministry. And for you to be prepared to be able to minister to people where they are when things shift and change. A lot of people ask me all the time, how do I donate? How do I, and I never ask for money. So this is always hard for me. But anyway, ivisd.org donate. ivisd.org donate. Right now, we've created an abundance container, meaning, what you give, you receive. What you give, you receive. So we've created an abundance container for an elder in the community. We've been given the opportunity to commit $10 a week to taking care of an elder. You don't have to know who it is. I put it on Zelle so it happens automatically, because the instruction was $10 a week to take care of this elder. So if you're looking for somewhere to give or somewhere to commit, and a lot of people don't have a lot to give, or they think they don't have a lot. They got everything. They think they don't have a lot. $10 a week creates a container, because the universe will give back 10 times what you give. That may not come from where you give it, and it may not come in the form you think it's coming. But if you give, it has to come back. That's the law. Ayanfe, put up the code for the abundance container for our elder. I want to encourage you to join us. 444, that is Awaken Love. 444. There are 444 people in this process right now. That's the energy of Awaken Love. So we bring it in, we bring it in, we bring it in. Good things coming up. The Sanctuary Within is a course that I'm going to do in the fall. Whispers from the Womb. The 7 temples of the priestess. The Circle of Warriors for young men will be open in the fall. We're just doing some things. A couple of things I just want to say to you. I said this before, I want to say it again. If you're a chicken eater, when you buy chicken from the market, let it sit for at least an hour, 2 hours in cold water and salt. Okay? These chemicals are frying our brain. Brine your chicken. Not turkey, not beef. Brine your chicken. Try as hard as you can to get wild caught fish, wild caught, not farm raised. And please start to be mindful about your body products. I make body products, Masterpiece. And so I have really become well versed in the impact of chemicals in our body products. And they get into our little pores. And a lot of times there are things going wrong in our body that make absolutely no sense, that can be traced back to the chemicals that we're putting in our body. So just be mindful. I know things are going up and it may take a few extra dollars. If you can't do nothing else, use olive oil. Put a little scent in it. Now, the thing about it is the oil goes rancid, so it'll get in your clothes. Be careful. But let's just be mindful about that. Okay? Comments, questions, suggestions, recommendations. We got 3 minutes, and I want to make sure that you got everything you need. Rites of Passage starts June 7th. You can get information at iyanla.com. Awakening 1 Million. Join up, get the information that you need to continue your journey. Ministerial development and ordination. We're accepting applications right now. Do you know when your Spirit of a Man body oil will be available again? I do not. You know, I changed manufacturers and I'm rebranding and reissuing all of Masterpiece. And one of the herbs that we use in Spirit of a Man, I can't find the tincture for it. So that means I'm going to have to continue to make it myself. Let me make this commitment to you. It'll be out by the fall because I have to continue to make it. I can't. What was my product name again? Masterpiece, Peace. And we're rebranding and reformulating. So we don't have a lot of stuff. We do have bars. We do have soap bars, body bars that don't have these mind-boggling chemicals in them. Okay. Masterpiece. Toothpaste. Yeah, toothpaste is deep. Yeah, they start in your mouth. Whatever happened to the Lady Flash soap? The Lady Flash soap didn't have the results. I did a test and more people didn't see a response than did see a response. So I had to kind of reformulate it and stuff. I don't want to claim it can do something that it can't. And I had about 200 people. And out of the 200, probably about 60 saw an immediate difference. Was about 20 something saw a slow difference, but the overwhelming majority didn't see any difference. So I was not going to put that out. Oh, but I thank my testing people. Okay. Will the R Spot podcast start again? That's my question. They just dropped us on our head. We don't know. They have some major changes over at iHeart, and we have no idea. So we'll do something else. That's why we're back on IVTV. Noom toothpaste is vegan. I know I don't like Noom though, but okay, Noom is good. It is good, and also Native deodorant. Native deodorant, $14 a tube, because what you have to do and how you have to make it without the chemicals and the aluminum, particularly the aluminum in your pits, goes right into your lymph nodes. All right. When is Spiritual Spa coming again? We're not doing Spiritual Spa. We're doing Awakening 1 Million. Same information, different format. 3 classes toward personal development, Awakening 1 Million. I just said that, Awakening 1 Million. It's not a class. You get to do the work. There will be classes starting in June. You'll meet, each level will meet with me for an hour each month, the first Monday of the month. So we will have some interaction. Awakening 1 Million is your free personal development. And what is when you get something for free, what's your investment? That's a question. Think about that. When you get something in free, what is your investment? Because if you get it for free, if you have no investment, then you get no return. I cannot tell you the number of times we've given people scholarships to our program. They didn't have to pay anything. They drop out in the middle. The universe doesn't work like that. There must be reciprocity. There must be some level of reciprocity. 444, Awaken Heart, I send you love right now. There must be reciprocity. And to want something for free means you're in lack. If you got $5, offer $5. Don't expect anything for free. Every single thing you receive, be willing to give. And everything that you want to receive, be willing to give. Yes, new free will be back on IBTV. Southern Intuition, Coach Robert, Father Bear. I don't know who else. There'll be a lot of stuff, and a lot of the Awakening 1 Million programs are going to happen on IVTV. How long will the early bird? I don't know. Go read the information. I'm not on that committee. The cat is fine. Mr. Joy is fine. But, Mr. Joy may be homeless because he leaves hair everywhere. I can't with the hair. I can't. Okay, so I am so glad we've had this time. Be careful next week. Next week is a holiday. It's the Memorial Day holiday. Be careful in your driving. Don't eat too much. The 72-hour possibility. Okay, that's it. I've been muching since. Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for spending this time. If you want to see the replay of this, go over to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to see the replay. And let us close up our energy field that we opened up. And the way you do that is simply hands to heart. Inhale. We're gonna open it back up. Inhale. Bring your hands down to your side. Pick your energy back up. Bring it in. Back in front. Inhale. Bring it in. Yeah. Now your energy field will also collapse once you pee. When you open your energy field, it'll stay in place until you pee. But if you just want to pick it up and bring it back in. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something new today that you hadn't learned. And I hope you'll join us for one of the wonderful deliciousness that we've been offering. Yeah? In case nobody's told you that they love you today, let me be the first to say I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye.